Hello, we are looking at some more really interesting tech here at CES, and we're getting to look at new ideas, one of which is a take on a very popular idea, the smartwatch. I'm talking to Luke Fromwitz. He is the CTO for Chronos.
Correct. How you doing? So Chronos is the thinnest wearable in the world right now, and what it is a thin disc, 3 millimeters thin, that attaches and reattaches to almost any watch on the market today. And what we do is provide smartwatch-like functionality to the watch that you already wear and love right now. So you don't have to buy into a smartwatch manufacturer's aesthetic. You can keep the watch you already love and have the tech that you need. So what we're able to do by sticking this on is actually give you unique notifications for the people you care about or the apps that you really that matter the most, such as calendar invites or alarm clocks or certain apps such as Uber that you want to know when you're getting that Uber ride coming. And certain people that really matter to you. And hierarchy is mostly done by who's contacting you. You're waiting for that important call from someone, or you know when it's emerging because it's part of your family, and you want to always know who it is and not what service it's coming from. So anytime they text you, give you a phone call, Facebook chat you, whatever it is, we'll know who that person is, not what the service is. We can actually customize for a certain person what the color of that notification looks like. So for example, it's purple or it's white. Green, and we can do different animations for that. But it's also we can do vibration patterns. So we work with a partner who's able to provide a whole library of different vibration patterns. So not just like some of the competitors would do, like one buzz, 2 buzz, 3 buzz. We're actually doing things that are meaningful, impactful, such as it feels like a crescendo or it feels like a wave on your arm. It's almost like telepathy.
I'm never going to remember. Does 1 mean my mom's calling, or does 2 mean that there's a fire?
Exactly. Instead, it's like, that kind of feels like that person, and you make that stronger, deeper connection to it. The idea for something on your wrist is a very sensitive spot, and we don't think it needs to be another phone area. We don't, the whole point is like we're trying to remove distraction when people are sitting there digging and diving through it. Instead, it's almost like telepathy. You don't have to look down at it.
It's a really interesting ethos. So it seems sort of like your goal here is to be as minimally intrusive and to be as, I would say, intuitive as you could be.
Intuitive and seamless and adaptive, and you've hit it right on the head. We worked really hard for the last 18 months getting it thin, really pushing technology down to a form factor that people can't feel anymore, and matching the materials to be something that is just like your watch. And if you look around at the smart wearable world right now and look at the environment, you'll see a lot of these devices are made of plastic because technology permeates through plastic. You get power transmitted because there's a difference between the copper and the plastic, and you need that difference, and also you need the ability to put Bluetooth waveforms through it. So we worked really hard to make sure that we can do it through metal and use the same metal that we use in watches so people don't feel a difference as their watch. It's almost disappeared, as you said before. It's intuitive, seamless, and discreet, is what we call it. There's so many watches out there that people actually call to that watch, so it represents them, whether it's the color, the face, the band, the way it feels on them, that they really have a tie to it, or it's a gift. A lot of watches are gifts, and they have a lot of sentimental value to them. So, what we're trying to do here is not change your behavior, make you buy a new watch, not make you remember to charge your device once every 7 days. So that's another big point of our products. We have a 3-day battery life, and the reason we didn't shoot to do 6 months or something crazy like that is because we wanted to keep it thin and invisible, but also we looked at user behaviors. People actually take their watch off every single night. Instead of plopping it on their nightstand, they're going to just put it in our cradle that we provide as well. But then again, you get 3 days, so if you go on a trip to CES for 3 days, you don't have to necessarily bring it. You can be worry-free. And that's a really big pain point right now with the wearable category, is that the battery life is such a big hindrance to performance that these wearable devices die before a full day of life, full day of usage. And someone looks at you and they say, hey, this is not only your utility, but this is something you're wearing to express yourself, and now it's a blank screen. And that's an embarrassing moment where you say, hey, why are you even wearing that device if you have a blank screen? Our device, even if the battery dies, you still get to keep your watch. You get to keep the timepiece that you already love.
Well, I think people who are fashionable or who have their own sense of style and their own sense of being are really going to enjoy this. Is it out yet? Are we waiting for it to hit the mass market?
It's currently on pre-sale right now for $89. We will go into market around $99 in the spring of this year.
Well, looking forward to it. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Yep, of course.